Mankind is pretty good at creating mammoth machines to do our bidding and to make our lives easier. Things you might see in everyday life can be supersized to be even more efficient. Ginormous machines take the skies, seas, and more to undertake various tasks for many reasons. In this video, we have brought some of the biggest and best for you to marvel at. Prelude FLNG, the largest gas platform. Prelude FLNG is the world's largest floating natural gas platform, constructed of more than 260,000 tons of steel and measuring 488 meters in length and 74 meters wide. It was built by Royal Dutch Shell, KOGAS, and INPEX in 2013 and is thought to have cost around $12.6 billion. It's in use around 120 miles off the coast of Australia, where it drills for gas and will do so for at least a couple of decades. This monster machine is impressive when you compare it with other man-made objects on the ocean. For example, it displaces 5 times more water than the Nimitz-class aircraft carriers, the second largest warships in the world. But before we go any further, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. The largest dragon. This might not be a machine in the same sense as the others on this list, but it is an impressive piece of machinery. A massive fire-breathing animatronic dragon built by Zollner Electronic AG. In 2014, Tourneau was listed by the Guinness Book of World Records as the world's largest walking robot. It stands at 8 meters tall and 15 meters long. Crawler Transporter. The Crawler Transporter is essentially a massive mobile platform that is used for transporting NASA's rocket ships. This monster machine cost around $14 million to build and is the largest self-powered land vehicle on the planet. It weighs 2,721 tons and runs on 8 massive tracks, powered by 16 traction motors. The Crawler Transporter requires a team of nearly 30 engineers and technicians to run and are driven from 2 control cabs located at either end. It's fairly slow as vehicles go, though, only able to move at around 2 miles per hour unladen. Still an impressive sight, though. Bagger 288, the world's second heaviest land vehicle. Bagger 288 is one of the heaviest land vehicles in the world, weighing in at an impressive 13,500 tons. It cost a whopping $100 million to build and was designed to remove overburden and help with the excavation of coal. It can manage around 240,000 tons of coal a day, which says something about how impressive a machine it is. It has been superseded as the heaviest land vehicle by Bagger 293, which weighs 14,200 tons but is no less impressive. BelAZ 75,710, the world's largest haul truck. We've seen massive vehicles that can dig and huge excavators. What about vehicles big enough to shift all that earth? This is the world's largest haul truck. An ultra-class truck that needs 8 wheels to move and can carry 450 metric tons. It's driven by 2 MTU 65-liter 16-cylinder diesel engines, but due to its weight, it only has a max speed of 40 miles per hour. Still an impressive piece of machinery. Komatsu D575 Amperes Superdozer. The Komatsu D575 Amperes Superdozer is the largest bulldozer on the planet and has been in production since 1991. This monster digger stands at 16 feet tall, 38 feet long, and 24 feet wide. It boasts a 12-cylinder turbocharged diesel engine putting out 1,150 horsepower and is capable of shifting 96 cubic meters of material in a single pass. Overburden Conveyor Bridge F60. Not impressed by the list so far. How about a massive bridge? The F60, also known as VBTA-KRAF, is the largest movable technical industrial machine in the world. Essentially, it is an enormous conveyor belt that is used to transport overburden waste during coal mining. The F60 is an impressive structure and also the longest man-made vehicle ever made. It's also one of the heaviest, weighing in at 13,600 metric tons. Bertha, the world's largest tunnel boring machine. This is a model of Bertha, something that's mostly underground, so not easy to get a real photograph of. It's the world's largest tunnel boring machine that was made in Japan but used in Seattle to take part in the Alaskan Way Viaduct Replacement Tunnel project. The tunnel was started in 2013 and set to craft a tunnel 2,830 meters long. Production had to stop various times over the years due to different problems, including a sinkhole opening up in the machine's path. It's thought the project has cost a staggering $224 million. Seawise Giant, the longest ship. This is the ship of many names. It was originally known as the Seawise Giant, then Happy Giant, Jar Viking, Knocknevis, and Mon. But one thing has stayed the same: it is the longest ship ever built despite being scrapped in 2010. It was constructed in 1979 and had an interesting life that included being temporarily sunk during the Iran-Iraq War. The ship is also thought to be the largest and heaviest ship of any kind. It had a displacement of 657,019 tons and was so large it couldn't navigate the English Channel, the Suez Canal, or the Panama Canal. To give you a size perspective, the Seawise Giant was longer than the Empire State Building is tall. The Large Hadron Collider. The Large Hadron Collider is said to be the largest machine in the world. It's the biggest and most powerful particle collider ever built. It inhabits a tunnel that's 17 miles long beneath the France-Switzerland border. This machine has been used to test different scientific theories of particle physics and to help assist in research into unsolved scientific questions and theories. Over 10,000 scientists and 100 countries have been involved in the production and use of this machine in order to answer fundamental scientific questions and establish basic laws of different theories of particle physics. Antonov An-225 Mriya, the largest plane. This is the Antonov An-225 Mriya, a plane that is generally known to be the largest jet-engined aircraft in existence. Sadly, it was destroyed during the Russian invasion of Ukraine. It is a strategic airlift cargo plane that is able to take to the skies with a maximum weight of 640 metric tons. This airplane also had the largest wingspan of any aircraft, and despite its massive size, it could reach a top speed of around 530 miles per hour. It's not only one of the most giant machines ever built by man, but it's also a modern marvel of technology, despite being quite old. It first took to the skies in 1988. Taisun Crane. Record. Taisun Crane is one of the giant cranes in the world. This monster crane holds the record for the heaviest lifts, including lifting 20,133 metric tons. It's used to mount large parts on the top of massive vessels and makes a big difference to the safety, speed, and efficiency of manufacturing new containers.